really heartwarming again to see lots and lots of office managers here. I've spoken to quite a few of you, and it seems like this networking is needed, so hopefully long may it continue. We've got a quick agenda this evening, so I'm going to do a quick introduction to the office management portal so that you can have a look. And do come close. I feel like I'm kind of on my island here on my own. That's it, fill the love. So quick introduction of the portal just for a few minutes, and what I'm going to do is just point you guys to the iPads that are around the room. There's 3 just here, so please do have a look at those. Then we're going to hand over to Simon from Tavari, who's going to talk about GDPR. I don't know if anyone's heard of it lately. Yeah. So Simon's going to pick that up and hopefully give you some useful tips that will help you guys, office managers, take it forward. And if you don't know about it yet, then you sure will do after this. Then we're going to hand over to Nexus. I can't see Fred. There he is. Excuse me. And he's going to do an introduction to Nexus and talk about office moves and the ideal way to carry those out. Then it's going to be the prize draw. We might break in between just so that you guys can rebuild your attention span, because I know it's about 18 minutes that you've got before you kind of all die out. So keep drinking, keep eating, and we'll crack on. So when I founded Black and White Office Consultancy, which is the company that owns the office management portal, it was about 1.5 years ago. And there was lots and lots of clients and old contacts saying to me that they had issues in terms of support, in terms of development, and access to training and advice, and contacts, and lots of things. There's a real gap out there for office managers. And we spoke about it quite a lot at the launch event, so you've probably seen some material on that already. So this was the problem I found, and what I found out was that, and as an office manager myself, I already knew it, that you guys wear many different hats. And if you're in a company that's growing quickly, those hats just keep on coming, and they're just, through the ceiling. So we did a survey and we found, HR, accounts, events, marketing, office moves, fit-outs, joiners, leavers, contracts, procurement, cleaning, stationery, plants, I could go on forever. These are all the responsibilities. The chart I've got is like this. So the aim that I decided was to create a virtual and physical network of office management professionals, be you PA office managers, be you reception office managers, or just office managers, facilities, ops, whatever the title is, it's kind of all the same thing. And we all are in these jobs where we feel quite isolated and we feel like they're thankless. We really need to network and grow this. It's really cheesy, but it's the best way to describe it, community. I'm not a cult, trust me. But I really want to get that sense of community going. So hopefully if you guys come to these regularly, you'll start to get to know each other and not feel like you're so alone in those roles. And you can bitch about the fact that you have to descale the kettle sometimes. By one of my clients who said, someone shouted at me across the office yesterday and told me to descale the kettle, and I was like, you are kidding me. So this is what it's for. Okay? So the solution was to create, obviously, the network, but also an easy-to-use tool that you guys can access whenever you need it, full of tips, advice, templates. You can download whenever you want, contacts, and much more. So I'm going to flip screens very gracefully here and show you guys the portal. So as I said, there are iPads around the room, so do have a look. I'm going to go through it as quickly as I can. Basically, this is my account, if I can find the mouse. Are we on there? There we are. So it is slightly different because I've got an admin view, but everything's pretty much the same. This is built on the same platform that Facebook is built on. So it's pretty intuitive and it's pretty quick and reacts quite nicely. It's meant to feel like a portal rather than a website. You've got access to your account, help and so on up here. And then this here is a notifications tab. So we all like to be notified of things these days. So it tells me when someone's replied to a topic in the forum, and for you guys as members it would tell you when a new template's been uploaded or a new tip's been added, and lots of other things. And eventually you'll be able to tweak that to whatever you want to see as a notification. So if I go through, we've got tips and advice. First and foremost, there's 6 main sections, and these are, when the Wi-Fi catches up, tips and advice, as the name suggests. that might help you in your role. There'll also be things like news updates on health and safety. So for example, if there's a change in riddle reporting, anyone know what I'm on about there? There we go, sweetness. If there's a change in that, I'll tell you guys about it here because I've got streams to find out about it. GDPR's in here as well, some payroll changes that are coming in. So there's lots and lots of advice that you can scroll through or you can search and find out. So the key to a successful office move, for example, that Fred will tell us about, I'm sure, that's my take on it in there. Working up high, holiday calculators online that I've found that I think are pretty good. Templates is probably the kind of golden nugget for this system. There's lots in here, they're by category, and I'm going to show you a couple that I think are my favourites. It's really weird doing the maths this way. So I'm going to open up a project plan in, if I can do it. Scroll down. So this is a move template. So anybody done an office move in the last year? Yeah? Sucked? Yeah. So this is kind of a where to start template for your office move. And I'm going to have to quickly shift it onto that screen. This is a list. It's not necessarily exhaustive because I don't work in all your offices, but it's about 80 rows of things to consider when you're doing an office move. So backup power needed. So your uninterrupted power supply. How are you going to give people access to the office? Keys, access cards, you need to change access if it's an internal move. All the way down to a welcome gift or hat. Welcome to your new office, welcome to your new desk, whatever it looks like. And a gift if your company is generous enough. And it's all conditional formatted, so if, for example, I put a C in here for complete, green, I kind of like conditional formatted. So that's the moves template. There's a couple of others I want to show you very, very quickly. The other one is health and safety. Who is struggling with health and safety and what to do? Nick, I know. Nick's one of our members of the portal, so if you want to find out how he's finding it, chat to Nick. So the best way to start in here is with a self-assessment. So this is a template that I use with clients, and I charge £500 for 2 hours with a report written afterwards in the consultancy to sit with my clients and go through health and safety. And you guys, as a member of the portal, can have it yourself and do a self-assessment. And it will tell you when it opens up in here what's the legal requirement, what's best practice, links to go to, and you can fill it in, say, yep, I'm compliant. And I'll tell you what, if you have an accident in your office and you're not quite there and you haven't got everything in place, the HSE would love this, because it shows you know what you need to do and where your gaps are. So there's 100 rows of stuff in this one. Risk assessments, expectant mothers, joiners, leavers, health and safety officer, PEEP, if anyone knows what PEEP is, personal emergency evacuation plans, a lot. So that's all in there. I won't show you the other one because I'm just conscious of time. We've got an events and training calendar, so our events are in here for this evening, and then it's full of lots of other events, which Dawn is helping me to populate. So if I go back to December, for example, you'll see it's quite a few in there. So things we think are useful for office managers, PAs, receptionists, and you guys can just book from here, click on the link, and then look for the book now, and off you go. So we're bringing everything to you as much as we can. I mentioned a virtual and physical network. So this is the physical part, we're doing it. This is the virtual part. This is a forum. So that pedestal that I talked about earlier, I could raise a new topic and say, oh my god, I've just been asked this. And you can all go, oh my god, I was asked the other day. Or you can raise a topic to say, look, I need help, I've never done this before. Does anyone know what I can do? We're on there, so we can reply, and obviously you guys are on there so you can support each other. Our supplier directory, so we've got a number of our supply partners here tonight, IT companies, these guys doing presentations, stationery companies, couriers, plants, lots and lots of companies, and you can do a search in here. I'm going to look for flowers just to give a Appreciation to Liz, who's donated all the flowers to us this evening. And up come our companies that can do plants and flowers. We maximise it at 3 per service or supply, so you don't get hundreds. There's 3, you can pick 2 or 3 of them or whatever you want and contact them. Last but not least, Jargon Buster. This is the most popular feature in the portal. I'm kind of offended because I threw this in 2 months before we went live, just on the basis of feedback from Danielle, who's one of the office managers that I train. And she said, hey, you know all this jargon you put in my training guide? I know you explain it, but can you do like a glossary? And I said, yeah, okay, sure. But if you want it, I'll stick it in the portal. Nick's nodding like, I love this, I love this. If I'd have just done this, it would have saved me a hell of a lot of money. Maybe I should just rip it. Okay. And then last of all, just a contact us section. So you can get in touch with us by phone or email about anything you need. Technical issues, good, bad, indifferent. Okay, so I'm going to try and flip back to my other screen now. If I can. See how this goes. This one. It's not liking it, bear with me. Technical issues. Right. So just to wrap it up, the future of the portal is pretty big. So we've had interest from Mexico, America, Barcelona, Paris, and so on. But it's got to work here first. We've got quite a few members signed up already, and we've only been live for 2 months. Tomorrow we're releasing a 30-day free trial, so sign up and have a look, as well as in the iPads to stay dotted around the room. We will be doing further networking events as well, so portal member or not, these open events are for everybody, so please do keep looking out and coming along. Because of GDPR, we'll need you to accept us sending you emails about them, so do that when you're ready. When we do portal developments, they're going to include webinars, so how to use those health and safety templates, how to use some benchmarking templates to look at your stationary costs, moves and so on and so forth. We're going to do expert panels, so we're going to have, for example, a topic on moves, and we'll have a fit-out company, a real estate company and a move company there, as well as me, and talk you through the process and open up the Q&A, so lots and lots to come. Really, I need your feedback, so do come and chat to me afterwards. If you think there's anything else we should be doing in there, tell me. We've got lots of ideas, but we welcome many more, so that is it from me. I'm just going to leave this on the screen for a second and I'll talk about these sponsors later, but for now I'm going to hand over to Simon to do his presentation for you guys on GDPR.